Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Got Cocoon set up, you have Nautilus set up, you have Varus ultimate as well. Very, very nice little last pick there. Maple getting his Talia. The answer from MNS is the love flash. It's gotta be, come on, set up MNS for success here. Bottom side gets ganked again.
Yup, flash from Chime to follow Sven, who does not have his flash ready to go just yet. But he can still get back away in time. Oh, but he walks back into the dredge line. Sven, that was terrible, buddy. Oh, no. C9's not able to at least get the prize. And honestly, TSM's doing a good job camping this.
Yeah, it's not worth dying for, but everybody's here now.
Okay, they immediately engage. Cloud9 wants to go after Maple. They found a lot of burst very quickly. Sven grabs the kill, and they aren't done yet. Chime's gonna be knocked backwards. Remember, he already spent his flash bottom side making the previous play, and now he's blabber food. Boogie's the next target, trying to find some way out of here. Flashes over the wall. Oh, blabber! Flash follow. The man knows no fear. And C9 just got 3 kills off of TSM, trying to defend the Rift Herald.
I'm with there too. Okay, here's how we shift these items away from Sunder and into what we want.
Okay, hold on. We might not have the opportunity. Blabber wants to shift Chime away from life and into his pocket. Never mind, the money's over to Berserker. Team player Rengar.
Honestly, right now it's kind of hard for TSM to regain control of the map, and even though the arrow is dodged, avoiding the Blabber jump.
Well, Blabber decides to jump in anyway. Maple's ready to go. TSM's ready to go. And Blabber just usual when TSM has Maple on Talia. My eyes are on him to be the one who can set up some moments for TSM to get wins, because as long as Cloud9 are able to find picks like this, life is going to remain tough for Team Solo Mid. Chime has to flash back over the wall. Boogie lands from the rappel, and Sven's got the volley. Chime's the target here again, and Blabber's picking up another kill.
Rengar keeps eating.
So maintaining control over that 1v1 is about the best thing that TSM have to hold on to right now. Arrow from downtown again. C9 just keeps shooting them straight down mid lane, and the rest of the team keeps picking it up. Immortals gets the kill. Yeah, it's a pretty slow game for the Drakes. You're not going to see any sort of early soul, even though Cloud9 have both of them so far.
Everything else is lit up by Cloud9. They make a 3-person hard move here towards Sven, who has flash and barrier, so shouldn't be too worried.
C9's ready to counterattack. They go right in after Chime. Blabber's gonna lead the charge, but Blabber dies first. TSM turn it around. This might be exactly what they need. Immortals, they're going all out. They take him down. And Solo's in the middle of everybody, maintaining the aggro. He'll find the Q3 on Fudge, but now he's gonna back away. Berserker grabs the kill, and C9's fighting back. Fudge gets the knock up onto the TSM jungler as Neo tries to fight it out with Sven and Berserker. Maple jumps right back in, and the Weaver's wall puts Sven on the wrong side of the rift. Fudge gets the kill on Boogie, but again, it's bodies hitting the ground on both sides.
Some of these int moments, some of these deaths, but you can't do too many more of those versus TSM.
While we were in the replay, C9 had to drop the second Rift Herald top lane all the way back in their base. I believe it was just about to expire, so Blabber just had to drop it. Use it or lose it. It does end up walking all the way down top lane, nearly taking out the tier 1 in that last fight. Their work's still cut out.
Yeah, certainly is. And it's very dangerous even going into your own jungle. Chime into the wall.
Chime into the dirt. MNS grabbing another one. 4, 1, and 3 here on the LeBlanc. A much better.
MNS is doing some detective work. 007?
Yep, he wants somebody that's not named Solo. Nice use of the rappel there to get away from the arrow by Boogie, but now he's got to be careful because there's no other way out. He just gets deleted. It's Berserker grabbing the kill, and now with Solo picked up too, there's your last bone tooth necklace. G9 support. Boogie still dead for another 5 seconds. TSM seeing if they can pull off another miracle stop on this Baron. It's 3v5 instead of 3v4 this time. Let's see what they can do with it. Not a whole lot, not enough just yet. Baron's down to 2K. C9 trying to burn it. MNS's clone is low, but that's about it. The Baron's at 800, secured by C9. But what about the rest of the fight? Fudge goes on a killing spree and Chime goes down. Fudge still looking to pick up a little bit more here as Solo joins in. And Blabber picks one up, but trades his life for Maple. MNS jumps back over the wall. C9 has only lost their jungler in top
play. Boogie's kind of low, though. It is definitely risky with MNS being so strong, poking around. If he sees that back line, they're dead!
That's all it takes. The flash into the distortion cast to guarantee it. Jimenez, he gets another one. He's just making fools out of them. Arrow comes around as Sven and Berserker can reinforce their mid laner. Jimenez just danced on their grave.
Upgrade, baby.
That was brutal, man. He pops the jungler.
And they're able to chunk down Maple as well, so Blabber can kind of jump to him and get that trade kill, evening up the numbers. But now we're living in the present with Baroned up Cloud9 coming to finish the job.
They've got the 4-1 split with Neo and Chime, both chunks so low they have to completely retreat from the bottom lane. Blabber is not being stopped by anybody back in mid. Arrow flies out, not gonna hit a target. Jimenez just trying to constantly make him sweat, make him not recall in any sort of an efficient manner.
I think the coolest play, even though he got a bunch of kills doing the other one, was his initial sneaky wraparound move, bringing the control ward to behind the red buff that allowed Solo to teleport when he was right here. That opened up everything for Cloud9 and really just blows the game open. Blabber gonna have to flash his way out after they get mid inhibitor, while the rest of the team takes bottom inhibitor, but yeah, that was a key play.
Well, you've got Maple stunned up on the front line. If they blow up Talia, I don't think there's a whole lot of hope left for TSM. They get a shutdown back onto Jimenez, but I don't think it'll matter a whole lot. Solo is just gunned down, trying to defend the Nexus turrets. Neo's the only one left alive. Yeah, he's gonna get a kill on Fudge, but Blabber just jumps out of the shadows and tears him to pieces. 23-9, 26 minutes into the game. Cloud9 bounces back and takes down TSM.
Well, that was fun.
If you're Cloud9, it was.
There it is.
So it has to be.
And it does play into Cassante a fair amount. People have done this matchup before.
Pretty much perfectly lined up between the two being used. All right. Kinby wants a chance to go after him down here. Dredgeline comes out. Spell shield. Nicely timed from Luger to make sure Fleshy's not going to get it, but he flashes back in. Flash cocoon from Kinby does not find the target. CLG thinking about what they might be able to grab afterwards. Contracts going forward. Throws the sapling into the brush. Fleshy is caught in its first blood over to counter Logic Game.
This is so... Luger is able to flash out and then just run him all the way down until Contracts get into range. So Tactical could get here with the strut move speed advantage.
Oh, it looks like he will. I think we might get a full-on 5v5 for this Mr. Kobe. Dokla's gonna go in and start things off with an Ami wave following it up, and CLG have decided it's time to fight. Revenge wants to turn it around, but Dokla grabs the kill on Fleshy and disengages. Immortals have to head back. Luger throws out a boomerang. Not gonna find any targets with it. Revenge has still been in control over the top side 1v1, so now he's gonna get some plate money. They're swapping up the lane assignments. You've got Dokla down there in the bottom side. You gotta play over in mid as Boom gets jumped on, shuffled back, and it's Tactical grabbing the kill credit.
Yeah, Ablaze is able to buff no Azir ult. The only thing they have to watch out for is the Misfortune ult.
And there it comes. Dokla immediately going into the Hallowed Mist. He wants to apply the pressure. The Dragon's going to be secured by Tactical, but now the fight thereafter. Fleshy ends up giving one over. It's CLG getting a kill. It's Immortals getting the Drake.
I don't think Contracts had his smite. It's on cooldown right now. I don't think he had his smite, and so Tactical just burns the Dragon down with his ultimate. The Immortals still get what they came for, Flowers, even though CLG were trying to muscle them off. Palafox will get the Rift Trail turret plates and the auto.
Oh, Tactical.
Into town. They are the most fun plants.
The blast cones are funny.
We are gonna have another 3-on-3 on bottom side here. Kenby's trying to poke around from Tribrush. If he can hit the cocoon.
Well, Contracts is immediately ready to fire back. All three get rooted. Fleshy's just gonna die here at the very start. Immortals decided they wanted this fight. Revenge is making his way down. He's used Ghost, he's used TP, he's ready to fight, and they're gonna bring one back. They'll trade.
The race, it looks like he can.
Yeah.
First turret bonus as well for CLG.
Dokla is loving the current state of Herald. 16 and a half minutes into the game. CLG not ones to back away. Luger using the spell shield to get away from Fleshy, who jumps into the front, and Dokla's ready to follow up here on the flank. Immortals off most of their men, mostly dead already, and they're gonna make sure that they drop all the way. CLG chasing after him. Palafox wants a little bit more damage, but the exhaust gets it done this time. And IMT, they're so low, but they're still alive.
Yeah,
The stop succeeds, but they will not be able to stop this turret from falling as the second Herald is summoned up by CLG here in mid lane. They'll force that down, go up to a 2-to-1 lead in turret count. Harold trying to get the second charge, and Palafox just snipes Tactical down for the second time.
First strike, big ol' shock blast.
I got my eyes on him. One of these days, we're going to see a Misfortune all fly towards Jace. Maybe he'll be able to find that vengeance. But for now, Contracts locking down Fleshy. The Nautilus has been killed so many times. Kenby just barely gets out of the way of the bubble using the...
One job. They've got these two scryers. I love actually having double scryers trinket over here. They're trying to keep vision of the Baron, make sure they don't have to walk into anything as Contracts is forced to flash defensively after his ult at the flank.
Oh, Revenge goes in. He tries to get the all-out on Luger, who uses the spell shield to block the knockback.
Oh, they got him!
Nearly dead, and Tactical guarantees it with a nice use of the bullet time. Now with Contracts also shut down, Immortals just found 2 huge picks with no response. Baron's on the table, and the enemy have no jungler. Out of Dokla right there, so they at least got 15 seconds before Gwen feels comfortable stepping up with impunity again. Fleshy goes out, Dredgeline to lock down the Gwen. That might be exactly what they need. It can be so close to the edge of death. The Shock Blast doesn't get him, but Baron spit.
5-head CLG, getting Baron on their own side, getting Dragon on their side as well as they melt this one down right out of... Because half the time it's on the enemy team, half the time it's on your team.
You're right. Our Jace versus
mid-lane team fight where they got the flank from Revenge. They were trying to pull off the exact same thing, but they didn't have the setup this time. There was no flash burned early, and that Baron's almost gone, Flowers.
Immortals is ready to fight for it. Tactical still has bullet time. Keep your eyes on him. The Dragon, the Baron, gonna be claimed. They pick up the enemy support at the same time. Contracts is gonna be shuffled back, but Blaze Olive can't stay alive even with stasis. CLG keep on moving forward. Bullet time forces him back. Dokla just walked into it. So that's one going over to Immortals. CLG gonna take the remaining 4 men and hustle backwards. Well, it's time to put in some overtime.
Look at Ablaze though. He's coming, taking a long route around, and they go for it.
They're going in, but they're going after Contracts, the Aftershock Maokai, and this is exactly what I would expect if you go in after that guy. They immediately lose 3. There goes the 4th. Ablaze Olive's just gonna walk it off, and CLG pulverized them.
So when we started talking about that team fight, Ablaze was right here. They did not have Azir. Contracts does find him now, but by the time Ablaze even got there, the Azir, your big team fight DPS, the consistent DPS, is not there. He arrives at the team fight. 2 are already dead. And as you said, Maokai shrugs off all the damage for the Smite fight. Maybe we can do something about stopping, Soul, but here's another look at it. They see
if Azir gets too low, if Azir can't fight, everybody else has to fall back. It's exactly what you were talking about in the previous skirmish around the Dragon. Azir wasn't there. They don't have the DPS to keep up and be able to fight back. Top lane tier 2 turret falls. Ablaze still at half HP. Revenge even lower than that. Immortals is having a hard time finding their opportunity to defend. Ablaze Olive needs to flash just to survive. But with him heading back into the fountain to heal, that means CLG just keeps moving up. They just keep moving in. And they just keep building.
Teleport. Ooh, a little bit of a flank here.
Okay.
Deep teleport from Dokla.
CLG is ready to just go for the throat here, I think. Boom, Palafox, and Contracts hanging out to the left. Contracts doesn't have his ulti yet. I think that cooldown is what CLG are mostly looking for here. Boom has to flash over the wall to stay safe. Dokla decides to enter into the fight, but he's a bit separated from everybody else. Tactical nearly dies. Walking away still for now, but the demonic embrace is burning. Revenge being focused down by 2. The damage goes through. It's Contracts burn that kills off Tactical. It is a 5-for-0 ace. And the end of the game for CLG.
Oh my god, Contracts W's over to his teammate to smite Tactical, and then stands on his body tanking Azir tower shots for like 3 seconds. Thumbs up, CLG at the Nexus. That's gonna wrap it up.
CLG 21-7, 12,000 gold up, and a Drake Soul. They're gonna give Immortals another loss, and they're gonna give themselves a better position.
So. Yeah. Now you gotta deal with the Blanc. I mean, I don't know this matchup too well, but...
If he needs it, both junglers hanging around, but it's River who's level 6, Inspired only level 5. Big difference in power between those 2 points. Jojo just immediately gets popped as soon as he flashes the distraction.
Yeah, I'm sure he feels a little silly after that one. But yeah, they get the Herald, so not the worst trade in the world.
Ooh, River going after FBI, flash for flash. They get the stun on him. Stixay can just follow it up here to reinforce their top laner.
Okay, if someone does this, are you thinking that he's got teammates around solo?
You probably should.
Because I was looking at that, I was like, there's 200 health Jax is looking pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
I think he definitely should be playing a little bit safer. Because, I mean, in that case, there's no way Jax can play able to push the lane and your team's getting dragons. So probably want to have a little bit more respect for what they're
Playing a chicken. And it means if JoJo jumps forward with the distortion, River's immediately ready to answer with another Arctic Assault into ulti over the wall. Just like that, JoJo gets stuck. The Wild Growth to back up Gory as he goes for the kill and resets his position with a Soul Unbound. Gory stays alive in the leash. If these guys want to join up, they got to walk all the way down. So 4v4 should be the name of the game. Polymorph onto the LeBlanc as she gets knocked back to the side there. Evil Geniuses have the Drake down to about 2k. River's ready to fight. 40 goes in, he steals it away. Evil Geniuses lose the objective, but what about the fight after? Who he's gonna be exploded, and he'll die first, but Inspired is traded right on back. Q3 into the Fate Seal, and JoJo drops next. Vulcan and FBI are on the run, but it's Stixay and River looking to chase them down. Chilling Smite collide.
This game could bump it up to 7-game win streak. I mean, River is absolutely smurfing on this.
try to get a numbers advantage to start and hope that they take you up on it.
Oh, they're ready for the dive. Vulcan's the target, but he won't die immediately. Now Evil Geniuses might have an angle to fight back, but as soon as they try, Inspired's in the middle of 4. FBI has to disengage. Inspired's killed first, and JoJo goes right after. Stixay may have been stunned, but there ain't enough damage left. They don't got the bullets, they don't got the men, they don't got any way to fight back. And Golden Guardians are about to take it even further. Someday barely walks away.
Inspired missing his flash Q was really unfortunate, but hey, I mean, like I said earlier, it does seem like there was a bit of a mid-gap this game. Even though River played really well. But yeah, mid-jungle definitely kind of gapped it really hard.
Okay, we're back to live.
Do you get scrim time with Evil Geniuses and Golden Guardians, or have you scrimmed both those teams recently?
We scrimmed. Yeah, you know.
No scrim data.
Yeah, we're familiar. We're familiar with both for sure.
Would you expect? Would you expect something like this where Golden Guardians are
Trying to say that Luker's just doing a bad job because I think he's just like playing his role and everything, and it's what the team wants. But it is hilarious to watch them have games where he's just like 0-0-0 and his team has like 12 kills and they're just completely destroying, and you're like, oh yeah, top lane is a thing.
It's going to be crazy to deal with. Oh, Licorice though.
Oh, he's getting on the board.
Oh no!
He's out!
Oh, he lives!
He gets away! It was all just a bait! Stixay and River go in. Who he's coming in right behind him to back up the AD carry. Is this the Zeri moment they've been looking for? They've been waiting for. They're going in. They find the first one. Stixay's going to be shut down, and Evil Geniuses now might have the angle. Inspired and Someday still looking for it. JoJo makes his entrance. Who he's taking a half, but it's going to be a double kill back over to FBI. They finally pick him up, and it's Gory going on a killing spree. River and Who here just trying to back up the Yone now because he's the war machine that can get this done. He misses the Q, and the shutdown of the Sejuani goes back over to Someday's Jax. But now the shutdown of the Yone goes the same way. Evil
To peel here, both of those meleeers, but Stixay jumps forward right into FBI, and Someday.
We just find a good ward to go on, or they didn't have something to drop, but he showed up so late, and they were going really deep, so here, once things kind of stabilize, it's going to be hard to beat the Dragon Soul, because especially when a comp that has such low damage as they do.
Oh, River engages, but he misses his ulti, so that means Gory is just left to the slaughter. A TP shows up only just in time to have to continue the retreat. And things continue to go up to stick nearby his team, particularly Huhi. Provide him that peel. Inspired jumps over the wall. River doesn't have the angle there on his flail to land the W2, but he does land the ulti onto Inspired, and now Golden Guardians ready to follow up. Stixay dropping the stopwatch, trying to keep himself in a good enough spot as Someday re-engages, and Evil Geniuses are ready for the counter-attack. Inspired and Stixay are isolated, but Zeri's not in the middle of the fight. Stixay grabs the first kill, but now can Someday get anything back? No, he can't. Stixay's right back into the melee, and Golden Guardians just kill everybody. It's an ace and a quadra kill to Stixay.
That's GG right there. They're going to go straight for the Nexus.
Only a quadra kill, guys. Don't get excited.
End it, baby.
Yeah, I mean, just a really good fight. I think that Stixay played it really well. I was worried about him going for the buy instead of sticking with the T, but they were able to survive the whole Jackson 1v4, so Just good game from GGS. They had that little hiccup, but I think just overall, just lanes looking really good. Mid-jungle fights, just insane.
They had a rough bit of a mid-game there when the game looked like it might have been thrown, but early game was all them. Most of mid-game was all them, and then all they need...
Forced to push the base a little bit more. We'll see if TL can kind of try to get priority early on the bot side, try to play towards Dragon, allow them to be able to knock down that Dragon here early on. You know, Jan had a lot more farm, but his base was delayed for a long time. He can actually set up a potential threatened dive as well. Vi, you can see, is wrapping around again.
The closer's going for it. There's the ult that he was looking for. Jan blasting on down. Double it with a follow-up. First blood into the ADC's pocket. Core JJ still alive, looking to see if he can finish someone off as the unstoppable onslaught comes from Summit way downtown. It's the trade of the entirety of the bot lane of 100 Thieves.
And I just like how Sign was actually cheating down. You know, he walks down river, he walks to here, he just waits there, and then if something fight breaks out, he can come up. But...
So Team Liquid really operating on that. What we can threaten you with being powerful, but a threat coming down from the bot lane. Closer going on toward JJ before ulting on the opposite. Jan goes down. Toward JJ attempts to disengage.
Oh, and power fight for both their bot laners, so they're happy to fight this, and it's going to be a scrap here.
Teleport coming in from both sides. Pyosik going into the back line. They get multiple locks up, so they take Closer down. 100 Thieves dodging out. Tenacity keeping himself on the river side. Taking that distance so that we can collapse upon the objective, meaning the second Rift Herald in the game for Team Liquid, the first having been dropped down mid.
Going to get towards those 2-3 items to really start being powerful. Victor's pretty much good to go as soon as you get your first up. Both Bjergsen and Tenacity have it available. You can see Summit, Harry do not have their TPs. He knows that this is no longer his side of the map. You can tell everyone is coming up there. Some of the vision got cleared from the river, so he's not going to be able to hold there. Willing to give it up just yet.
You can see Summit trying to make that face at them in front of the rest of the team. Harry revolving around the entirety of the pit to look for the opening, standing on top of this blast cone, but 100 Thieves are still in full vicinity. Looking onto Harry, double it on top of him, almost goes down, finally eliminated. Pyosik into stasis in the middle of the fight. A polymorph onto Summit is not enough to keep him down. Team Liquid continues into pursuit. Tenacity finding his buddy and Bucio under the tower, but it's not enough. They don't have Closer, they don't have Doublelift, and Team Liquid zone them out and make their way back over towards Riverside.
Yeah, double area by Harry, and so they send people over, they spot him with the laser, and then Doublelift just goes straight in. Bjergsen gonna go down again, but I mean, Doublelift went straight in, but...
Play with. They want to get some poke down to get Harry to get the heck out of there, so they polymorph him, and instead set their sights on the Summit. They know they can't burn him down, but try to get the attention of Harry now, who sets his eyes on to Tenacity.
From the team, thought he kind of had enough coverage with the wards in the area, but he goes down, and then I just love this. You know, Harry is gonna move up into this blue buff area.
No access for 100 Thieves to who they wanted to get to, and in the end right now, it's them trying to find access to somebody, which right now happens to be Pyosik. They get the kill. Teleport called upon by Summit, but they cannot get a trade.
Oh.
Teleport over towards the top side from Harry, so he gets on now. Now Summit trying to join for JJ into the river. Luckily has a cone to get out.
Harry is ridiculously strong at this point. He's already got his death cap, 3 items complete, so he's ready to go, and they want to keep pushing the pace. Don't buy time for Doublelift, and Bjergsen actually finished their 3rd item.
Yeah, and we keep looking at Harry and Summit and the way that they're able to draw so much from 100 Thieves, now collapsing upon Tenacity, who has to get out of there. Locked on by, goes for it. Tenacity blasted on down. Bucio low as well. Harry wants to dash on forward, and Doublelift is over in the jungle side to just keep himself separated from the majority of the damage, but you know that Pyosik is nearby, and 100 Thieves consistently just push back from this tier 2, which is the ultimate objective for Team Liquid, while they're
He's looking to close out a 2-0 weekend.
And off of the good play they've had thus far between myself and 100 Thieves, because, you know, that's what these team fights need from the big old tanks angle. It's the most fun part, right? But seriously, though, Team Liquid going for the same style play around this second Baron compared to the first. They don't have to have the direct kill onto the members of 100 Thieves unless you do want to try and turn it. Closer, the subject of all of the action, attempted Aqua Prison, but Closer so close to death after that wild growth even.
Pyosik as well,
though, getting to the rest of his team, had to flash to get out of there. Summit also now executing his own flash to get to the rest. But now, with him in the pocket of the grave, with his passive activated, Team Liquid have nothing else to hide behind. Want to create that space so they can finish off this objective and deny the soul for Team Liquid.
Exactly, and that's an objective bounty as well. You know, this game feels very close. An objective bounty at this position is amazing for 100 Thieves, and now they just need to get back here, stop the Baron take. It is Summit playing bodyguard, but Harry is threatening the flank.
And Tenacity still doing the work of trying to absorb it as much as possible. Harry on this ward wants to hop on over, but is seen by the rest of the team. Team Liquid still committing to the Baron burn down thus far. Pioshik takes a little bit of a slab of damage directly into the pit, and Harry's trying to go for it. Summit collapsing upon them as well. Tenacity really empowered by the utility of the team. Gets to the backline, but Core taking a nice slice from that double lift damage. We're seeing the same thing where the carries, all the squishies are so low, and they can't stand strong enough behind their tank to dish that damage back to 100 Thieves. So they tried to go for the wave to do some work. Summit now dead and into panic mode. Double lift going for the members. Steps back from the Aqua Prison. Flashes forward for Yan. Stasis, he goes after getting the kill onto Core JJ. And Pioshik soon to fall. Coming back from the GA. But Harry, will he give his life with the rest of the team? 100 Thieves says, I think so. We are a go on the enemy mid laner. Yandale between.
So Harry and Yan, these guys can't really commit, and this time Harry goes in very early, and he was chunked down so low so quickly that he's going to be in this area. But they are just moving up towards top lane. There's not really any minions right now for TL.
In the earlier half of the fights where it doesn't really quite finish anyone off. So who are you relying upon to get those executing blows against 100 Thieves, who even right now you can see they're always positioning themselves to have either Double Lift or Bjergsen in the position to do so. Team Liquid looking for it all. The Bio ultimate and the response stunned up and into stasis. Harry trying to survive all he can here before he goes down. Shut down with a double kill for Bjergsen. Flashes galore as the follow-up is good. Core JJ separated from the rest of the team. Don't even need Tenacity there to do the work that Closer and Double Lift can put in. You get the flash from the Nami and you put her into a useless situation on this map. Team Liquid losing multiple in this fight. Closer says, please, I'm a pescatarian and I really want this fish and I got it. So Closer nice and full in the belly right now as the rest of the team putting in that work in the mid lane. Look, they say, Summit, you used to stand so strong against us. Look what happens to your HP now. Look what we can do to Yan when you don't have this big tank in front of him. We can leave the tank for the last person alive because we're 100 Thieves and we've been turning this around, taking the inhibitor and pushing upon this base.
Yeah, they're going to close this one out. Summit looking for one more fight. Not gonna be enough.
Find it into dead zombie zone. Hey, it's homage to what, you know, the Chemtech drink used to be. He's just really putting himself in that position. We do have Harry and Pioshik here being the last ones to stand against 100 Thieves. Pioshik going in for a swing, a cyclone around. GA pops. Harry going in with a chain lash. But Tenacity, look! Barely any HP, but it doesn't matter. 100 Thieves still coming out on top and pushing Pioshik away.
I think 100 Thieves might not be able to end anymore, though. They've fought so much. We'll see. I mean, Yan is spawning. They definitely can go for it. Bjergsen is going to kill this tower in a couple autos.
Yan and Core JJ, it's all on you. Closer is low enough, but there's no ultimate for Yan. There's just a Nexus scanning for 100 Thieves.
Lasers half his health.
Looking to snap this back. Their 5-game loss streak here with a victory.
Yeah, 100 Thieves avoiding the 5 straight losses later on in the game because you get those shields, you get those speed ups from the Orianna. Helps you to C6P now. Now, if you can click on our MUT, you'll see how ahead he is inexperienced. So it's going to be at least 2 of the melees that he actually missed XP off of. Santorin, oh no.
Ooh, flashed over the wall to get away from Spica, and Armada is here, but Impact is on the tail as well. Low on down. Impact flashing forward for the first blood. Gets some damage back from Arpa. Jensen's on the way, but again, it's both mid laners coming through the fray. Impact another kill coming down with double. Jensen looking to finish it off and able to escape the 2-for-1 over on this top side. Oh my, and the flash to connect. The lockdown with the bandage and more.
Impact is so incredibly low. He gets both the kills. Jensen has to flash in to get it, but oh god, he's dead again, and he's got no TP.
We're back to the Butcher's Block lane. FlyQuest really wrangling him out, and Spica with that fast rotation and punishing Santorin in his own jungle side. But here on the bot side, a lot of poke back and forth. Prince throwing down the hail of arrows to try and zone off Tomo, who goes down. Prince very low himself, flashes away. One little auto, tries to connect with the Q, but there you
You're looking for the perfect engages, right? You're looking for a shockwave from Jensen. You're hoping that Jensen can have a great game. He picked up 1 kill on the top side. You know, maybe he can farm to a point where you can find that explosive engage and get back in it.
See if they can get this kill onto Spica. That's one way to start kicking things off, and they do exactly that. Prince and Ayla cannot stand up against the rest, and Santorin with a gap closer manages to set it up for Toma to get the kill onto Prince. Vikla is here and has his eyes set on Toma, who's zoned out of the fight, and under the Twilight Shroud, Jensen is in pursuit, throws down the ball and sees if Ignar can follow up here, but no stun available.
To Tomo and Ignar, who I think are laning quite well. You know, yes, they did lose out in that 2v2, but still, you know, staying even here to Prince, and Prince now in a bad spot, no flash.
Santorin, the first one to go on it, and the stun up is good.
They were intelligent to back it up, though, because Spica already has the Demonic Embrace done, and he has his ulti available. Now he's going to look for a fight here.
Taking some damage here in the jungle. Tipper's thrown on down. Santorin goes down as well at the hands of Vikla. Spica gets out safely, and FlyQuest picking up that singular kill.
Of him actually being in too much trouble. You can see him just trading aggressively. He is going towards shield bow, so as expected, you know, when they lock into
when they have multiple places that they can go on the map and really flex their decision making.
Oh, absolutely.
Vikla going for it onto Jensen. No Spica's nearby.
Nice.
Doesn't quite connect though. Jensen still goes down.
Yeah, good little sidestep on the banish toss, but it just didn't matter. Spica now looking for something more. Dig is going to 2v3.
Ignar for the stun up, and Vikla fairly low, but Ignar goes into the grave once more. Wild growth onto Vikla, who has to flash away. Santorin in sight. Prince coming in through to rain out some Qs. Manages to get the chains of corruption, but a flash away from Tomo. He's trying to find the target to focus his damage on, but instead he's the focus of the damage. Vikla coming way over the wall and more to secure the kill.
This kind of commitment to top. They don't really have any other options. They've got to do this, but it does make it very difficult.
So many places they look like they're in trouble, and Arma with the Ragnarok. Oh no! Arma just falling, using everything he's got. He had a flash, he had the ult, and it is that Dignitas. I've learned that in some kind of weird competitive eating thing, but don't mind me. I do like what you're saying though. Dignitas, even though it looks sad when it doesn't quite connect, they are still trying to go for something like right here, but getting polymorphed on the entry. And now Spica, look at the play that's going his way. Vikla here for the follow-up as well. Dignitas, they lose.
And now Vikla hunting, looking to see if he can catch any stragglers there. Jensen far enough back, knows that there could be that potential flank. Notice how we had the ball.
The way that they're having to move in totality across the map too, it becomes harder for... Never mind. It also becomes harder to survive under a turret. Arma, lovely enough for him to be able to survive behind it, but Impact is just going to keep trying to go for that, right? He's like, I didn't get you this time, but I'll get you the next.
Yep, Arma stays safe, you know, with that W. Impact has to be a little bit respectful here. You're gonna... Okay.
All right. So they got...
Okay, we're doing a little bit trolling.
In that moment, wasn't quite a position yet to follow up, but FlyQuest with a lot at their disposal to take out that grand threat in the back line.
Now they're over towards the Baron, but guess what? If you push in here, where's Impact gonna come from? He's already flanking you, so if they commit to this, Impact is behind you with Flash. Baron's already dead. They insta-killed it.
It's done. Vikla says, I want to get into the party with Dignitas.
Checking all the boxes, they're making sure that they're not playing it, you know, too fast and loose. They are playing the map really well still, but definitely I think having a bit of fun. No one's top. Wonder there they could be. It's got to be here.
Everybody's here. It's a party down bot and FlyQuest. They don't want to break open that door unless they have to. Dignitas looking to make the move for themselves. Santorin going in. Wild growth.
Double TP.
Goes back with the Varus ultimate, but the teleports are coming in, and as soon as Impact lands, takes a lot of damage, but slices and dices out. Vikla at the forefront. The stun and more. FlyQuest with a good setup, but they lose 2 of them. Dignitas chunked on down, but not brought to 0. The tower, though, in the favor of Fly. Always over on the side so he can collapse upon them if necessary.
Oh, Vikla's behind him.
Yeah, FlyQuest ensuring that they can take all of this on. Look! Annie! Oh no! Went bye-bye pretty immediately. Ragnarok popped here for Armut. Wants to get back to the rest of the team and can. Impact also using his own ultimate. But FlyQuest, they feel good about this. Vikla just now getting into it and keeping himself at the ready to take Armut out. Vikla, the subject of the wild growth, means that he's just waiting for that opportunity.
Santorin may as well try to flip it. If you can get there, just try to get into the pit, see if you can steal it away, but not even gonna have a chance. Vikla's zoning, and it's that they do all these small things continuously that create these small advantages over time that are building up into really, really big ones.
And it is fun seeing Vikla here on the Akali because one of the points that's brought up, as you can see right here, looking for the angles, finds one onto Ignar. Tippers comes on down, but it's not enough. Tomo flashing out, manages to live.
Fun, dude. Didn't even have the Dark Seal stacks. He's just like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna die anymore.
Why not? Why not? Pika for sure enjoying his build path, and kind of on that point there is Prince and Alar pushing in. Oh, trading some sums though. And Thorin on the way. Arma's trying to look for it. Prince, the subject of it all, teleport coming in for Fly. Prince has to flash away. They keep their eyes towards that back line, but Jensen gets into safe territory. FlyQuest, they want to take the objective all the while. They're wearing purple. They take the inhibitor. They bring that power elsewhere. Vikla way into the back to try to get this kill onto Armut. Goes into stasis as the follow-up. Armut now killed. FlyQuest feeling good about the pressure they brought forth. Impact fairly low though, and does have to be wary. Doesn't have any summoners or ultimate available to him, but Ignar also effectively brought out of the fight and one away from stun. Look how far Vikla goes! Oh, where are you? I'm gonna try and find you, but never mind. I'm just gonna be the one to die because my team's got the rest of this holding on strong. Impact after bringing up the PA ends up falling himself. Fun times had here.
Only hope, right? Even then it would be very, very difficult. But Elder can sometimes be that great equalizer. Impact is unanswered on the inhib, so Dignitas needs to do something now. They are the ones that are really forced to try to start this up. It looks like Armut's gonna go back to answer. They're actually having a TP because potentially he's gonna end the game. He's just killing the Nexus turrets.
Yeah, he's on it. Vikla is there as
TP.
well. It's Armut here against the onslaught, and in turn, Impact going down, but the whole fight going over towards the Dragon side, but Impact and the team, they are on the Nexus. Vikla and Impact looking to get this dub for FlyQuest against Dignitas, who can't do nothing
They want the kills.
They want all the fun. They said, wait, Spica didn't get to build his book yet, but they don't care. FlyQuest with the win.
FlyQuest takes him down. This one was feeling like a foregone conclusion for a very long time.